Hey guys, today's video is going to be another Poshmark Q&A. First question. Hi Vanessa, love your videos. Thank you, Vita. Ooh, I like your name. How do I list a set that is a pair of matching shorts and a top? I notice one can list a skirt set, I believe, but not a short set. I don't even know what category to list it under. Shorts, shirt, would it be considered as 2 items? I'd really like to keep it as one listing. So confused. Thanks, V. Okay, so, interesting. So I actually have, what do I have for sale? I have a jogger set, like a matching tie-dye jogger set, like a sweatshirt and pants. And let's see what I listed that as. I listed it under tops and long sleeve, but let's go into that listing and see. Okay, so under shorts, there's nothing for like a 2-piece set. I'll probably just list it under other. Yeah. I think I might change the category on this. Supposedly they're coming out with new categories. I don't know when. It's so frustrating because they announced all these things at Posh Fest and they're like, oh, but it's going to be months before we roll them out. It's like, what? I don't know, but maybe that'll be a category eventually. I don't know. But for now, I would just list it under other. Okay, next question. Is it hard to host a posh and sip? I really want to, but I'm not good at party planning and feel like it will be a major fail. Any advice would be appreciated. So I've hosted a couple posh and sips before, and I'm actually hosting another one in a little over a month from now. I can give you guys more details on that soon, but it's going to be virtual. Unfortunately, shit's hitting the fan again. We're going back up with corona cases, and it's so frustrating because it's like, if people just listen to the experts, not like your Facebook friend that is like, this is all a conspiracy, this isn't real. Like, if people actually listen to like scientists and, again, experts, then I feel like, well, I don't know this for sure, obviously, but I don't know, in my mind, things would be better, or at least not going in a really bad direction like it's going in. Anyway, yes, hosting a posh and sip, is it hard? I mean, definitely the in-person one is a little bit harder than hosting a virtual one. I love party planning. In case you guys didn't know, I'm actually a certified wedding planner. After I planned my own wedding 3 years ago, I took a course to become a certified wedding planner because I was like, oh my gosh, I love planning. And then had more babies and life got crazy. But yeah, that's definitely something that I love, and definitely something I will probably pursue once my babies are older. So in my mind, because I love it so much, I don't think it's hard, but I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. It is stressful. Again, hosting an in-person one is a little bit more stressful than hosting a virtual posh and sip. My number one tip is just to be organized, start planning early, and just have fun with it. Like, try not to stress. Yeah, there are going to be stressful moments, but just try your best to have fun with it. Hopefully I will be able to tell you guys more about my virtual posh and sip soon, so stay tuned for that. Next question. Hi Vanessa, thank you so much for making your videos. You give a lot of really great advice. Oh, thank you. I'd like to know, what are your 3 top tips for starting out reselling? Oh my gosh. 3 top tips. My first is to focus on yourself and not compare yourself to other people. I feel like everyone does that when they first start out. I mean, I had somebody ask me a question the other day. They're like, oh, I've been doing this since August. They've only been reselling for 2 months, and they're already frustrated as to why they're not making a shit ton of sales. And it's like, because they're, comparing themselves to other resellers. And it's like, you can't do that. You cannot do that. You have to focus on yourself, focus on your own path. You're different than everyone else. Your journey is going to be different. So that's definitely my number one tip. I don't know. I mean, I have so many tips, but another thing that comes to mind is just know that reselling is a roller coaster. Not every day is going to be great. There are definitely ups and downs, and you have to be prepared for that and not get discouraged, and just know that, the ups and downs are going to happen, and just know that you are going to make mistakes, probably all along your reselling career. I really don't feel like anyone has it down perfectly where they don't make mistakes anymore. I still buy things that I'm like, shit, why did I buy that? Although in the beginning it was definitely a lot worse. I would buy things just because they were cheap. But I still do make mistakes and, like buy things that I shouldn't have bought, or, I don't know, I've switched labels on packaging before, like mistakes are going to happen. You're only human. So I guess just take that into consideration as well. Just don't be too hard on yourself. Next question. Are there any brands that you stay away from no matter what? Can you do a brands I won't buy video. So I did a video, I think like towards the beginning of the year, talking about brands that I stay away from. And I actually got to I got to read that video again. I got to watch that video again to see what brands I talked about, because I feel like things have changed, and because fashion changes. So I don't know. I guess there really aren't brands that I would stay away from. I tend to buy based on mainly style. Yes, I do take brands into consideration, but mainly based on style. Well, I can tell you 100% I stay away from Gloria Vanderbilt jeans because they are everywhere. Seriously, you can go to any thrift store near me and find like 10 pairs of Gloria Vanderbilt jeans. That's like the first thing that comes to mind. I can make a video. Yeah, I guess I could do an updated video like talking about brands, or like, okay, so there are brands like I'll buy anything of. Hold on, I gotta think about what I just said. There are brands that I will buy almost anything. And then there are brands that I'm like super picky. So yeah, maybe I can make a video talking about like brands that I'm super picky from, or just talking about brands. Yes, I'll make a video talking all about brands. I had a lot of questions from my last video where I talked about third-party apps. I told you guys Poshmark sent me another email and said that they want us to please refrain from using third-party apps. In my opinion, that means don't fucking use them. And a lot of people, like I suspected, are caught up on the wording because Poshmark said, please refrain from using them, and they didn't say you are not allowed to use them. That's how people are finding like loopholes. But that's like, I don't know, that's like me telling my 16-year-old, like, please refrain from drinking. And then he goes out and drinks. He would never do this because he's such a good kid. But no, that's like me telling him, please refrain from drinking. Then he goes out and drinks and then comes home and says, well, you didn't tell me I'm not allowed to. You just said, please refrain from doing it. You know, like if third-party apps were allowed, wouldn't Poshmark say they're allowed? They wouldn't say, please refrain. I think, again, because the wording is different in their terms of service, which I know that they're going to update soon. Like I know they will. It's only a matter of time. I think because the wording is different in their terms of service, I think that's why they're saying that. And I get it. I get it. People want to use these apps and services because it saves them time. Like I fucking get that. I think some people think that I don't understand that. Obviously, it would save so much time and energy if we could use a sharing bot and have somebody share stuff for us, which, by the way, don't promote bots and other services like that on my videos because I'll just delete your comment because like that's associated with me and I want nothing to do with that. So yeah, so just a side note, because a couple of people are like, oh, do use this. I'm like, no, it's a bot. Like, just don't. I don't want that on my video. Okay, yes, get pissed off. Get pissed off at Poshmark. Rightfully so, but blatantly go against it because you don't agree with it isn't like, it just, no, not cool. So that is it for this video. I hope I answered your questions. If you have any other questions, you can comment down below. Send me a DM on Instagram or tweet me on Twitter. If you're new to Poshmark and you want to sign up, you can use my code. It is KeepinItRad. You get a $10 credit and I also get a $10 credit. So thank you. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.